Good morning, children. Welcome to class 7 science. Once again, I hope you all are safe and stay home. Children, in our previous videos, we were discussing about chapter 9, that is soil. In this chapter, we have discussed about introduction of soil, in which we have discussed that soil is an important natural resource that support the life of trees and plant. Soil is also a habitat or home for many organisms such as snakes, earthworm, fungi, bacteria, beetles, mites. Many organism habitat is soil, and soil that is also have essential for agriculture. Agriculture is fully depend on soil. By the use of agriculture, we can get food, shelter. So this we have discussed in a previous video. Now in this video, we will cover the soil formation, soil profile, and types of soil. Soil profile and types of soil. So start. See, soil profile, that is a vertical section through which the soil showing the different layers of the soil is called soil profile. Children, first of all, I am showing a picture in front of you in which you can see the different profile of the soil. Then we'll discuss. See, in this you can see there it is a first layer of the soil, then it is the second layer of the soil, then this is the third layer, and last one, this is the fourth. So the first layer, that is topsoil, is called a horizon. Topsoil, that is uppermost soil. So uppermost soil, that is topsoil, is called a horizon. Second layer, that is, you can see on your screen, it is subsoil and it is called B horizon. We will discuss in detail also about these. First of all, I am giving just introduction. The third layer, you can see there, it is substratum, that is known as the C horizon. And last, number 4, that is bedrocks. The rocks are there that cannot penetrate. These rocks are called D horizon. So the different layer of soil is called soil profile. See here, in this soil profile, a vertical section through the soil showing the different layer of soil is called soil profile. Each layer like A, B, C and D, these each layer have different texture, color, depth and chemical composition. So we can say that each layer differs in texture, color, depth and chemical composition, and these layers are referred to as horizons. Clear, children? Any problem regarding that? That is very easy, very simple. If the question asks in exam what is soil profile, so you can give the definition. Children, the soil profile can also be seen while digging a well or laying the foundation of building. Okay, clear? Now this picture is very important for you. By use of this picture you can easily learn what is soil profile. So different layer of soil showing the different layer. Okay, this is soil profile. Okay, now children, see the detail of these horizon. The first horizon, that is A horizon, and it is called topsoil. Okay, the first horizon, that is A horizon, and it is called topsoil. So we can say that the uppermost layer of soil is called topsoil. Okay, this uppermost layer, that is topsoil. Okay, next, A horizon have different features. You can see on your screen the first feature, that is it is darkest in color, as it is rich in humus and minerals. Okay, the more minerals are found in A horizon, and also humus, that is dark amorphous substance that can increase the fertility of soil. Okay, so this humus and minerals that are found in A horizon and topsoil that support the growth of many plants. Second, the humus in the topsoil makes soil fertile and plants get the essential nutrients from this layer. Okay, so children, one question, that is how the humus form. Humus are formed from dead or decaying organic matter. Okay, the decomposer act on the dead or decaying organic matter and convert into the humus. Okay, and the function of humus, that is it increase the fertility of soil. Okay, next, number 3, that is this layer A horizon is soft, porous, and can retain more water. Okay, it is good for growing crops. Fourth, topsoil provides shelter for many living organisms such as worms, rodents, moles, and beetles. Okay, the roots of the most of the small plants are confined entirely in this layer. Roots of the small plants are there. Okay, so this is about A horizon. Second, B horizon, the second layer of the soil, that is B horizon, and it is also known as the subsoil. Okay, see the layer of the soil which is just below the topsoil. Okay, so it is just below the topsoil and is called subsoil. The subsoil show the following features. Number 1, this layer is lighter in color than topsoil, as it has a very little humus or organic matter. Okay, light in color and they have a very little humus or organic matter. Second, it is harder and more compact than the topsoil, little harder there. Okay, roots of the trees generally reach to this level. Number 4, this layer is rich in soluble minerals and iron oxides. Okay, the government of India and some private organization, they are taking the minerals and iron oxide from this layer. Okay, so this is about subsoil, that is B horizon. Now third, that is C horizon, the third layer of soil, and is also called substratum. Okay, see about this, the layer of the soil which is just below the subsoil is called substratum and also called C horizon. Okay, the features of C horizon, you can see on your screen. First, it is made up of small lumps of broken rocks. Okay, I'm showing a picture first of all, then we'll discuss of the third layer. This is the third layer. You can see, okay, the small rocks are there. The small rocks, small broken rocks that constitute together and form the sea horizon, that is substratum. Okay, now see. So broken rocks are there, the small particles, okay, which lie below this layer. Second, this layer lacks humus. Humus is not found there, so we can say that this soil is infertile. They cannot support for the life of the trees and plants. Okay, in this layer, cracks and crevices are there. Cracks and crevices. Okay, cracks are there, crevices are there. Okay, you can see there in the picture. Next, number 4, the fourth layer of the soil, that is bedrock, rock particles, tight rock there. Okay, so this just below the sea horizon or substratum, that is bedrock or parent rock, and is also called D horizon. Okay, the bedrock, that is non-porous and hard layer. Okay, it is non-porous or hard layer, so we can say that in this layer cannot be easily dug even with a spade. Okay, it's really typical to dug this layer because this is the rocks, the tight rocks are there. It cannot easily penetrate. The water that are found there is above the bedrock. Okay, the water table that is found is above the bedrock. So the reservoir of the rainwater accumulate in this layer called groundwater, and this groundwater is just above the bedrocks. Okay, clear? Now next, that is types of soil. The next topic of this chapter, children, the soil that is of 3 types: sandy soil, clay soil, loamy soil. Okay, so we can say that soil is classified into following types on the basis of size of the rock particle. Okay, you know very well, by the process of weathering the soil are formed. Weathering means the rocks are broken down into the smaller pieces. So these rock particles, in some places it is very fine, but in some places it is large. Okay, it is quite large. So different types of soil are there based on the size of the rock particles. So 3 soil you can see on your screen. First, sandy soil, basically found in the desert area. Okay, clay soil, this soil that have the highest water holding capacity, and loamy soil is the perfect soil for the growth of the plants. Okay, so we'll discuss in detail about this. First, see the sandy soil. The sandy soil that contain large amount of sand. Okay, it have the large amount of sand, that's why we can say that it is sandy soil, and they have a very little amount of silt and clay particles. The sandy soil basically found in desert, and the crops that are nothing, they are very less in the sandy soil. Okay, the crops are not grow there because cannot hold much water. Okay, some features of this soil are there. The sand particles are quite large. Okay, they cannot fit closely together. some spaces between them. Okay. Next, that is sand particles have large spaces between them, and this makes sandy soil very porous. Okay, this is the reason the sandy soil cannot hold water. Okay, it release water, it cannot hold water. Okay, sandy soil, that is light soil. Okay, it is light soil, the weight that is very less. The sandy soil lack humus, so if it have lack humus, then it is less fertile, and sandy soil does not hold water, so that's why we can say that it is not suitable for growing crops, because it does not hold more water. Okay, sandy soil is not sticky, sandy soil is found in desert. So these are some features regarding the sandy soil. Okay children, now second types, that is clay soil. In clay soil you can see that it is the highest water holding capacity. The particles that is very small and they are tightly bound together. Okay, and they have a very little space between these particles. So you can see the definition first. It contains clay. Okay, it has a very little amount of sand and silt. It contains some humus. Okay, only some humus are found there, not fully. The features are there. Clay particles much smaller, packed tightly together, and leaving little space for air. Okay, for air the little space is there, so we can say that the clay soil has little air. Next, clay soil has very small and tightly packed clay particles, so that's why it become less porous. Okay, this is the highest or very good water holding capacity, because between their particles there is no gap. Okay, it is very hard when dry. Clay soil is heavy because it can hold more water hold. Okay, and it is very sticky when wet. Okay, when wet it become very sticky. That's why the soil pot maker can use the clay soil. Okay, clear children? Last, that is loamy soil. It is a perfect soil for the growth of the plants and trees. Why? Because it have more humus that makes the loamy more fertile. Okay, see about this. Loamy soil contain an equal amount of sand and clay. It also contains silt particles. It is dark brown in color. Loamy soil is best for growing crops because of the following reason. The first reason, that is the loamy soil have right water holding capacity that is necessary for the growth of the plants. Okay, so it is not highest, not lowest, it is good or right water holding capacity. That's why the more plants can easily grow in the loamy soil. Okay, next, that is it have an adequate air spaces between its particle, so the air can easily reaches, so that is also a good advantage. Third, loamy soil, they have the sufficient amount of humus. Okay, so if humus is found there, then the more plants can easily grow there. Humus provide the necessary nutrients for the growing plants. Okay, and the loamy soil can easily plugged in the crop field. So these are some features of the loamy soil. I hope you have learned the composition of soil, the formation of soil, soil profile, and types of soil. Okay, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep watching the video. Thank you.